that. Now, the world of daytime is a very specialist field because it's like royalty, seriously. Because you've got Eamon, you've got Fiona, you've got lovely Lorraine, wee Lorraine, you've got Fern and Phillip, you've got Richard and Judy, you've got them all, yes. And they're all very, you know, like, they're royalty. And I sort of feel like, well, the nouveau riche common neighbour who's just moved in a dirty old caravan and parked at the end of the street. Anyway, they're here. They're the Queen and King of daytime telly. I've been on this morning sofa more times than I can remember, so I'm very pleased to finally turn the tables on them. Will you please welcome the one and only Phillip Schofield and Fern Britton. Let me hear. How are you, Savannah? I'm all right, yeah.
Fantastic.
Gordon.
Bless his heart.
I was a huge fan of Gordon. I was Gordon mad. I loved it when the Shih Tzu got Gordon. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've all had that.
I know, yeah. No, but it was the best. What happened to Gordon?
It's a bit of a sad story, that one. I mean, he drank a lot. He drank a lot.
Did he?
Yeah. Well, his cousin Pablo used to have a cactus juice farm.
And they say I'm crazy.
No sympathy whatsoever. Used to have a cactus juice farm. And Gordon used to you know, sort of hit that quite a lot. And then, you know, he, on the skids, went down. Didn't get a part in. Well, he was after a part in Dr. Dolittle and didn't get it. You know, and then after, I know, they said he wasn't sophisticated enough. So
I'm going to get him in.
Yeah.
I'm going to do an in-depth interview with Gordon
to
find out just what happened. Get him to spill the beans.
Yeah.
To say.
He hates me.
He hates you. He doesn't.
Well,
Nobody could hate you.
No, he does, because, of course, you see, I'm working with Phillip now.
Oh, of course.
Well, he's been outside Fern's house in the car. She's... Oh, I mean, really quite terrifying. It's been scary, hasn't it?
Have you been to the old Bill about this, Fern?
Well, I don't want to, because it brings publicity, and I don't think he needs it. You know, it's sad. It is sad, but
Do you know, I'll be honest with you. The other day when I was coming in, I didn't see who it was, but somebody threw a bottle at me. Yeah. And I heard this squeak, and I sort of looked, and I saw this beige thing run, and I thought, no, I'm seeing things.
No.
Yes.
And a mouthful of abuse, like shocking abuse.
That would be him. He's very bitter.
Really?
He spent a long time, because he got fired from a number of jobs. He spent a long time on Paul Daniels' head. And that was I think that was the last time he was employed.
I tell you, it's a warning to us all, isn't it? Now listen, you two on screen when you have I tell you, I'm nervous because these are the best in the business. Let's face it. You make it look so easy. No, you do. No, come on.
You're a flatterer.
No, I'm not a flatterer. You know I'm not. But you breeze in on this morning. I'm like, you hear me down the corridor. Not a bother on them. They sit me down. You can't. You really? Do you get on as well off screen as you do on screen? Hate each other.
Touch me.
She got problems.
We do. We genuinely... Excuse me, I'm getting...
Well, I thought you were going.
Make yourself at home, Fern. Go on, Gail.
It's nice.
We went from the day we first met, and before I started working on this morning, we hadn't really... Our paths crossed briefly in a restaurant, and that was that. And then from the minute we started working together, then it sparked straight away. Realised we had both exactly had the same sense of humour. It was
funny,
instant.
isn't it? There's that chemistry that some people have, and you two have got it.
Yeah.
As you can see, my co-partner's a dog.
Straight
man to a dog. Oh, what? What do you do in the commercial break? So that's what we all want to know. You know, they're all sat down. We see after the break. You've seen what happens in here. It's pandemonium.
Yes.
We usually apologise, don't we?
We usually have to apologise to everybody.
Yeah. Apologise to the crew, to the guests.
Oh, really?
Yes, no. But if there's been something funny that happened maybe 40 minutes beforehand, but we haven't been able to get the laughter out, a nice long commercial break, you can actually get it out. Because...
Have you ever laughed in somebody, like you've been doing an interview and you've laughed in the face?
Yes. Accidentally.
What happens?
Don't, because I still get hot about this.
Fern, tell me, please. Go on.
No one's listening.
No, go on. We'll be
You'll
okay.
Understand.
You'll all understand.
We
You'll
had
understand at
two
home.
Italian surgeons,
Yeah.
eminent in their field. They happen to be identical twin brothers. And the field in which they are eminent is penis enlargement. Now, obviously, I know this is a sensitive subject, but my sensitive producer had written the script that day, and some men will go to any lengths, and that was it. I was... laughed in their face.
We walked all the way across the studio laughing. We sat down laughing. And they're going, hey, it's a British sense of humour. It's a British sense of humour. And then they came back months later and we did it to them again.
This time they were doing age removal on hands.
Oh, for liver spots and all that, yeah.
Yes, hand jobs, you see. And that...
I remember once I got up and I had this morning on, I was getting ready, and I screamed with you. It was one occasion I remember you laughing. And it was some poor lady on, and she was a 42-year-old virgin.
Oh.
And why? That made me... But you lost the plot. Why?
Wow.
And I did. I started roaring. I don't know why.
Well, these things tend to happen. We should finish the surgeon story by saying at the end of the interview, one of the surgeons said to Fern, "How was it for you?" So we've already had the meeting in the morning. We come in, we sit down, we sit in makeup, we have a cup of tea, we have a good old gossip first thing in the morning. So, and then you know what's on the programme, you know who's on the programme. I'd like to think that we are very sensitive, and there's a lot of things you've got to be very, very sensitive about.
Life is funny.
But
even
life is
the
funny.
tragedies are funny.
Yeah, quite right.
And we'd sort of set ourselves up for this particular lady, hadn't we? Because we'd already said, gosh, I wonder what she looks like. You know, she's a virgin, she's 40 years old, she saved herself. And so when she came in through the studio door, we both looked at each other and went, 40-year-old virgin.
Lovely. She was such a lovely woman. And the floor manager could see that we had exploded. And he took us, he said, out. Get out. And we had to go out of the studio.
But I'd have laughed. Don't know why. Have we got any 40-year-old virgins in the audience tonight? Oh, don't lie, please. Don't lie. What? You shower. I've got more chance than that than you. You were once a male centrefold, Philip.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've got... In fact... Have we got the still of Philip? Where is he? Where is he? Let's have a look.
You're scaring me.
Philip Schofield. I love the foot up and the hand
like
casual.
Yes.
Do you know that's the most agonising position to pose in, isn't it? A photographer say, lean forward a bit, Philip, and like your belt buckle sticking in your hip, and then smile, look sexy.
He's doing his Roger Moore eyebrow look.
Just 17 magazine. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, see the barnet, Dan?
That was a very long time ago.
You see, you've got the guts to let it go, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes, well, you have to.
Well,
but it does take a bit of guts, though.
Well, you see, I went peroxide blonde. And no, I'll tell you a saga. And I was out in the street and I saw this raddled old piece coming out of a pub with the sunbed tan and the peroxide hair. And I sort of looked, and then I looked in the shop window and there was its double me. Well, that's it. That is it. I wasn't having any of it. Do you know there's also waxwork here?
Yes.
Yeah, in Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it depends how busy you are because they always keep their heads. And then if you're not on the telly for a while, then they melt your body down. and then if you come back on again and do something else, let's bring him out again.
Melted down, have you?
I don't know. I know they keep the heads. But I did think, actually, doing the waxwork for Madame Tussauds, I thought this is the biggest setup ever because they say, right, OK, well, what will you be wearing? And at the time, cowboy boots were very fashionable. So they said, well, we'll have you in jeans and cowboy boots and
just what you were wearing in that
very
picture.
similar to that. Yeah. So they said, right, OK, we need to take measurements of you. And so would need you to wear the shoes that you'll be wearing for the waxwork and just some shorts. So I said, so cowboy boots and shorts. So I said, yes. All right, then. So I stood in Madame Tussauds, and they have this little thing on the floor. It's like a circle on the floor that you step on, and it goes round very, very slowly. I'll stand up here. And so you stand on this, and I mean shorts and cowboy boots, and then they put these dots all over you so that they can do the measurements. And gradually this thing goes... and there's a photographer taking pictures in front. And I looked all the way around. I thought, I'm on the telly. I know I am on the telly.
You're being stitched up here, so got you.
They never did this to the Queen. They were in little slippers and a pair of just a shorts. Although she might have been.
She might have
Now,
been.
listen, we've got an item I want you to help me with.
Yes.
Now, after watching Room 101, I don't think you'll like this, Fern. No, but it's nothing to do with washing. or ladies' handbags?
No.
No, I know you're a big fan of washing, but you're going to love this. But if you just like to walk down the AstroTurf runway...
Yes.
Maybe help me out. Yes, if you would, please. No, both of you, because I need both of you for this.
Righty-ho.
Yeah.
I'm
Fern
walking
and
down
Phillip, ladies and gentlemen. OK. Now, this is a book. You're going to love this. Now, I'll be honest with you, I can feel the ice around my heart starting to thaw since I've been doing this show. Travis has quite got me going. And then this week I spotted in one of the papers an article that says there are more unwanted dogs than ever before. So our team have rounded up some of the most needy dogs from across the country who need new homes. You ready for this? Don't. And all the details of the dogs you're going to see now will be on our website, itv.com/Paul O'Grady, and the numbers of their rescue centre will be on the screen as we meet them. Now, please, this isn't trivial. Please remember that taking a dog is a serious commitment, and all the rescue centres will do proper checks on you to make sure that both you and your home is suitable. A dog is not just for life, it's for Christmas. No. No, a dog's for Christmas. No, a dog... If you have a dog, you've got to keep it and look after it and feed it and walk it. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're going to meet now our first dog. Can we have dog number 1, please, named Simply? Can we have Simply? Phillip. Come on, fella. Come on. Oh, you're a natural, Phillip.
Sit down, Simply.
Now, where's Simply from?
Right, now then, this is Simply, and he's from Warnham Animal Sanctuary, originally in 1997, because he failed the trials to become a police dog. He went blind at the age of 9, which is why I've just had to help him up the steps here. That was 2 years ago. This hasn't changed his love of life, including playing in water. Absolutely adores it. And the reason he's after my hand here is because when you walk him, you have to put something in your hand so he's got a bit of chocolate here just to help him on. Now he's been such a good dog, he can have it. There you go, Simply.
Oh.
There you go, there's a good one.
Can we have dog number 2, please? The lovely Peggy. Here's Fern and Peggy.
Is Peggy, and Peggy was found wandering the streets of Dartford. She loves a cuddle, look, she likes being tickled up, and she likes having a chase around the field. She is house-trained, she's good with other breeds of dog, and would make an absolutely super pet. She loves her food, and she would do anything for a bone. Unfortunately, when her original owners were found, they didn't want her back, so she was perhaps deliberately lost. So here is Peggy, who's absolutely lovely.
Don't. Now, dog number 3, this is Arthur and Chip. Now, Arthur was found wandering around the Stratford area of Manchester in a bit of a daze, and he's not as fast on his feet as he used to be, are you, fella? But he's very obedient and he's very affectionate, and he's an OAP of canines. Isn't he a sweetheart, eh? And he loves nothing more than rolling round and letting you tickle his tummy. And if you're lucky, he'll give you a big sloppy kiss and a gummy smile. It's a big sloppy kiss and a gummy smile. You're a good boy, you're lovely. And then this little fella is Chip. Now, Chip came into the home in February 2004. He's 9 years old, and he's in the same class as this fella here. He's another granddad. And Chip's so called because a bit of his ear is missing, and he'd love a nice home and a bit of TLC. Can we have dog number 4, please? This is the worst bit. This is Fern. Brace yourself. Don't. Look at this little fella. What's his name?
He's called O'Grady.
Oh, no. And this little fella was dumped, in a box in the centre of Bridgend, and when he was found, he was in a shocking state. He had severe hair loss, didn't you, fella? He had mange, and he was extremely thin. But despite his horrible start in life, O'Grady here, I can't look at this dog thing because I'm going to take him. He's a bundle of fun. He travels beautifully. And do you know what he is? He's a little staff bull terrier. I've always wanted a staff because they're such lovely dogs. I can't. Oh, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. No, I have to think about... No, you've got to be responsible. I can't just say I'll have him, but I'll think about him. He is gorgeous, and he'd settle down nicely in mine, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would.
And he'd be a great
Very
showbiz dog. Oh, don't do this to me. So remember, a quick recap for you. Dog number 1 is Blinds. He's the Alsatian. Dog number 2 is the Greyhound, who loves to cuddle. Dog number 3 is Arthur, who loves you to tickle his tummy. Dog number 4 is Chip. And finally, we've got O'Grady, the Bull Terrier. He's a little puppy with a lot of love to give. So remember, please, all our contact details are on the website and we will be following their stories. Thank you very much. We're going to a break now. We'll be joined Fern and Phillip later on. And we meet my posse. See you after the break. Yes, when you see this.
On tomorrow's show, exclusive chat with EastEnders Cat Slater, the wonderful Jessie Wallace, and soul sensation Lisa Stansfield.